Okay, hello everyone. Just making this for YouTube. And in this video, we're going to be playing some Skate 3. So I've always liked the Skate games. Never played the original one. And I played a lot of Skate 2. Me and my friends used to play Skate 2 all the time. And I did play a lot of Skate 3. I know they came out with a new Skate game, but it got pretty average reviews. And there was a lot of like microtransactions and stuff like that in it, and people just kind of thought it was an average game. But I always liked Skate 2 and Skate 3. I don't own Skate 2 anymore. I don't think Skate 2, I don't even know if you can buy it on digital anymore. I think you have to like have a disc or something. I think I seen a YouTube video one time. I think you can go to like the website Xbox store like on a desktop, and I think you can buy Skate 2 from there. But if you're just like going on your console, on your TV, or if you're playing on your PC or something, I don't think it's there. It might be on Game Pass. But yeah, I don't play. I don't own Skate 2, so but it was a good game. But I do think Skate 3 is a better game. This is just a fun game. So there's a bit of sound effects here. I lowered it 10% for like sound effects, and then 10% for voice volume, and I muted the music. So pretty cool. So this is just it's just a character I made. We should probably go, I think we go to, yeah, let's go to free play. And just a random character I created. These are just some other skaters and stuff you can play as, but I'll just play as myself. Yeah, I never completed the campaign or anything in Skate 2 or Skate 3, but I always just, would play in just free mode here. So, yeah, this is at the Super Mega Ramp, I think it's called, or Super, let's see what it's called. It is in the Super Ultra Mega Park. And I'll skate here a little bit, and then I will go to some other places and stuff. I don't know all the tricks or anything. I haven't played this in a while. It is always fun. I gotta use the controls. And yeah, I did play when I was younger. I used to play a lot of like some of the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games. I played some of those. I remember I played like Tony Hawk's, I think it was Tony Hawk's Underground. I played that one. And I played Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. That was cool. I think that's kind of it. And I just played these skate games. So I don't have enough speed here. But yeah, I've always liked skateboarding games. They're always fun. I've owned a few skateboards, like in real life, but I never really got into skateboarding. I used to have a mountain bike. I used to mountain bike sometimes. I used to have a BMX bike, but I never was good at BMXing and stuff. I was never able to do tricks or anything. And yeah, just I don't have any bikes anymore. But that's okay. I've never been really big into sports that much. I've never been like let's see if we get some more speed here. I've never been really big into sports. I never like played sports or anything. Like, remember I went to school and stuff, like, had gym class and stuff. We used to play sports in gym class, but never was into playing sports and stuff, and I never really watched sports that much. So that's, I know a lot of people like sports, but I've never been too into sports. But I don't mind some sports games. Like, I've played a couple of like, NBA 2K games, some of the basketball ones. and that was kind of about it. And then, you know, just these skateboarding games. So, okay, we're working on this, just trying to work on the controls here. I know I'm kind of doing the same tricks and stuff, but let's go a bit more speed here, and then they can manual and stuff. That's kind of cool. Then I'll go to some other areas. I just started here because this is where my save file was. I think you can like backflip and stuff. Let's try that out. Don't have. I think I don't remember how to backflip. I know you can like do this. Do that. Super dude. And oh, there we go. So let me look. Actually, let me just pause this. I have my phone right here. Let me look up just backflip and front flip. Let's see if I can look that up. A lot of buttons in this game. I think there's like a guide in the controls, but let's see where the Skate 3 backflip controls. Yeah, okay. Push the, it's about using the triggers and the thumbsticks. Okay, so let's try that out. And yeah, this game has like a lot of cool areas. Skate 2 had a lot of cool areas too. Oh, I think let's try. I can't seem to get him to rotate very much. Oh, there we go. Gotta kind of double tap it. It says double tap, or let's just try to jump off. If I can land that. Nope. Kind of had it there, so there we go. See, now we're getting better. That's kind of cool. Doesn't, kind of depends. It's all about the, okay. That's the other cool thing in this game is that you can, you know, bail and stuff. There's like there's different challenges and stuff in story mode. You can, like, I think it's called, let me go to my phone quick. I think it's called, yeah, it's called Hall of Meat. And that's one of the game modes. But yeah, it's called Hall of Meat, and then from there, there's different challenges and stuff. And just reading it here on my phone. So yeah, it just, it's called Hall of Meat. And I remember Skate 2 and Skate 3, this game had it. And I think there's like other, you know, it just kind of records bails and stuff, and you get scores and points based off of like how many, you know, virtual bones that you break in on your character in the game. That was always kind of cool. And you just bail off your, I don't know if I could do it on here. I don't have it turned on, but you just kind of like do stuff like that. Somebody got landed, so. But yeah, you know, if you're skateboard stuff, and then, yeah, you know, you kind of fly like that, so you like move your character around. Kind of like, you know, ragdoll physics and stuff, so that was always really cool. Okay, let's just finish up here, and then I'll go to some other area. So, I can manual here, I can like, that was pretty good. See if I can do a front manual, or a nose manual. And the controls go different, you lose your speed. So, okay, so let's go find another area to go to on the map. Once, you know, if you're better at this game, like, you can do a lot of tricks and stuff, and you get all those points for the different types of stuff, so that's pretty cool. So, pretty cool, I think. Grinding and stuff's always fun. So, okay, let's go to... There's another one, I think. It's the observatory. There's like this like sewer drain you can go down. That's pretty cool. And another cool thing too, you know, you can, you know, hold LB on the Xbox controller. You can go to place a marker, you can drop objects and stuff, and you can go to your marker. So that's really cool. And I think if you can do that, and you can summon your board back. So that's really cool. So, kind of like some video game physics. Board just comes flying back, so that's really cool. Okay, so I think it's over here. And I remember when I was playing Skate 2 a long time ago, the camera was a little bit different, but in this game it's more kind of a far third-person view, which was nice, whereas in Skate 2, the first person was, not the first person, the third person was kind of a closer one, so Skate 3 improved on a lot of things. Here's that big like storm drain. Set a marker. And this is really cool. You can kind of coffin down this thing. Do a lot of speed and stuff. I know coffin's not the best for speed, but it does. Oh, that didn't work. Let's reload. Try to get some more. Didn't do that properly, but okay. See in the user interface there, you different numbers for all the different kind of analytics of this game, which is cool, like the gaps and everything. It's always really cool. So, okay, again, almost, that was good. So, obviously don't have the most speed here. And after this, I'll go to like probably a skate park, and then that'll be it for this video. So let's try one more time. Also, that Coach Frank, that guy, he was really funny in this game. So see, just so I can get a lot of speed here. I don't worry about tricks. Maybe a couple tricks just to get some extra angles in. Keep some speed here. Go through the whole tunnel here. I've done it before, like you can jump over all these bridges and stuff. It's really cool. But a lot of this game is about timing stuff right and everything, and knowing how to... Let's try that one more time. Knowing how to, you know, use the controller and everything, so there we go, we did kind of a drop in there. Alright, let's just try to get to the end of the tunnel, not really little tricks or anything. Maybe just get for a bit of air, just do some ollies. And yeah, this is flip there. This is, I think, you know, Tony Hawk. They still make a lot of games with Tony Hawk, but I know the Skate franchise was the most popular. I mean, when this game came out, there's still people today that just make a lot of videos on skates. So let's grip here so I don't fall off my board. Ooh. Yeah, Skate was like, people really just like this game. Okay, I'll get too much speed. Alright, let's just go finish up our thing here. Sometimes in this game you can go too fast. But you go down here, once you go on the corners and stuff, it's kind of hard to maintain some of that speed. But yeah, then you come down here and it comes to this area. So really cool. And then there's another road there. So really cool. But yeah, there's still people like Skate 3 is like the most popular skate game out there that people play and still make videos on. So yeah, just the graphics of this game, the artwork and everything was really cool. You know, just looked like a skateboarding game. Ooh, let's see if I can. That didn't work. Just the. There we go. Ooh, it's okay. So maybe try here. That was okay. So, yeah, Skate is, this one is very, very fun. And yeah, a lot of cool stuff. So, let's just, got the Monster Energy logo. It's pretty coll. I've tried Monster Energy a couple times, not a long time ago. I've had some of the ones with sugar in them, and I've had some of the sugar-free ones. I mean, they're all right, but I'm not really a fan of. I drink like a cup of black coffee in the morning. That's about it. You know, if I'm working out and stuff, I don't take pre-workout or drink more coffee. And if I have a coffee later on in the day, I just do like a decaf coffee. I'm not really. I don't like the caffeine high. Like when you wake up in the morning, it's not a high, you know, you're just having a cup of coffee, you just feel better, have some food and stuff. But, you know, that's just, you know, you're waking up and stuff, and it's it's just like a warm drink to have and some food and stuff. But caffeine after the mornings, I just do decaf. I don't like the caffeine high. I don't really drink soda. I don't mind soda, but again, some sodas have too much caffeine, I think. So I've always kind of tried to get some of the caffeine-free sodas. And yeah, those are pretty good. But I don't mind sodas sometimes. But energy drinks I'm not really a fan of. Just because there's like a lot of vitamins and caffeine and everything. So this is like a running area. Let's go to another area. I can view them. There's some that are like actual. There's that. Here we go, a skate park. Let's just go here. But yeah, I know a lot of people like, you know, when they work out and stuff, they always take pre-workout and drink a lot of caffeine. I just like have a snack or a meal or something before, a couple hours before I like work out, because food is energy. And, you know, we also, you know, you're eating something, so you're going to progress with your physique and stuff, whether you're trying to build muscle or trying to lose body fat. You know, you're having food, so you're getting your meals in. So one thing I've noticed like a lot though, like in a lot of people, like I can understand if you're busy, like sometimes I do skip meals sometimes, but I make sure to eat some extra food later on in the day. But you know, if you miss some meals sometimes, that's okay. Like if you're busy with work or whatever, you know, people, you know, or you're traveling, or, you know, maybe you're like at school or something, you know, university, college, like, you know, skip meals sometimes. But I've always found that a lot of people, like, I think people skip too many meals. So, and people kind of rely too much on, you know, some of the energy drinks and the pre-workouts and stuff like that. You know, at least have a shake or something. Like if you're gonna skip a meal, have a little snack, you know, have a shake. I prefer to just have like, you know, actual food. I've drinking different types of protein shakes and stuff, but I'm not really if that's funny too, the physics there, like you bump into it, and it's kind of like the physics of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm drinking some protein powder, but I don't drink I don't drink protein powder anymore. I just prefer to have like, I just prefer to have a meal or something. But you know, you can make a shake with like actual food. You know, things like milk and yogurt, fruit. You can throw some carbs in there. You can, you know, you do oatmeal and peanut butter, stuff like that. Different flavors. You know, you put vanilla in there, cinnamon, a lot of different stuff. I used to drink shakes all the time, but I found it better to just eat a meal. But yeah, I just thought I'd talk about like some fitness stuff here, just because skateboarding, you know, is exercise and stuff. I seen the Monster Energy drinks and stuff. You know, but that's what I was saying. Like people kind of just, you know, people just kind of skip too many meals sometimes. I think it's better to eat a meal, and makes your exercise and your physique better. So that's what I've noticed. So, but again, you know, people could drink supplements and stuff. That's okay. Protein powder is safe and stuff like that. But I would recommend make a shake with food in it, or add some food to your protein shakes if you want. Throw in some, get your protein powder, whatever flavor you like, and then add in some real food there too, so you're still getting some actual food. And then you don't have to rely on, like, you know, you're getting some good energy. You don't have to rely on all the caffeine and pre-workouts and stuff. And so that's what I find works best for having good energy and stuff for workouts. And, you know, if you do want caffeine, just get a coffee, you know, go to a coffee shop or make one at home, get an iced coffee, hot coffee, whatever, get a flavored coffee, you know, get some sugar and some caffeine in there. Or if you don't like sugar, you know, get some sweeteners or something, but just have a coffee before the gym. You can always eat after you work out. So this is really cool. I'm just skating through like the city and stuff here. It's really cool, just the graphics and stuff. But yeah, I think coffee and food is better than some of the supplements out there. So yeah, I think there's this really cool area. So yeah, really cool. We got like some advertising over there. Let's see what that says. Just the graphics here are really cool. This game came out a long time ago. I remember the Tony Hawk games, you could spray paint stuff. I don't know if you can spray paint in this game, but remember you could spray paint stuff, and there's like ads and stuff. I know as you play career mode in this game, as you play the career mode, you can, you know, get your, I think it's supposed to be like brewing. Oh, brewery, so that's like a business. But you can get like, you know, billboards and sponsors as you play career mode and stuff. So that's always been really cool. The water looks pretty cool in this game. And yeah, just really cool. So let's maybe find, I was just there. Oh, maybe there's the quarry. That's a cool area. The ghetto spot. Here's the pool. Let's maybe go to this quarry. That's a kind of cool area. And then I'll just like skate around here a bit, and then that'll be it for this video. Yeah, this game was just like, even the Tony Hawk games, like just good writing and comedy and voice acting and everything. You got the T-Mobile thing there. So here we are at the quarry, so that's really cool. I haven't skated here in a long time. So I don't even know where to go. But yeah, just the design of this game was fun. Just like this, like just cool areas, like even in Skate 2, it's just really cool. Big gap there, that's really cool. See if we can, I didn't place a marker down, I can just teleport back. Oh, I made it. Oh, couldn't make that. Okay, well, let's just keep going. You're supposed to like go down here and stuff. So, definitely a cool area, just the, yeah, it just kind of goes down. Let's do one more. Let's go back to that. Place a marker then. Right, place a marker, there we go. You get your, kind of your mini map, your compass up there in the user interface. That's always cool. And there's a giant gap here. So then I think it's like kind of break here. I get down here then. Just camera. There we go. Camera's working now. We do power power slides and stuff. But yeah, get down here. There we go. You can kind of go down here. It's gonna crash, but just kind of cool. Let's maybe. I think I have to like go another way. A lot of cool stuff over there. Now you can like drop in and stuff. Let's see where it is. The camera. Yeah, besides use of the camera here, the camera is inverted. So that's okay. All right, let's go. Yeah, you can kind of go down here. Oh, here we go. There we go. Going through here. Ooh, that's okay. Let's see. I don't know if I can make that jump. If I was to time it right, I could maybe. No, I don't think I can do a trick though. But I could definitely kind of. Right, you stand close to the edge and you can just kind of drop in. There we go. There we go. Didn't even have to touch my controller. Power slide to stop. Let's try that one more time. See if I can actually stop it. Can move my marker closer maybe. Yeah, so I have to skate here the whole time. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's try again. Work. There we go. Ooh, that's cool. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. So yeah, it's cool to check out Skate 3 again. Really cool. Just want to make a video on this. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. So I'll catch you guys next video. Peace out.